Hi everyone, welcome back to Readings with Sam. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can stay updated on all the amazing energies that are coming through this channel. And also feel free to leave a comment because I love hearing from you guys. Whenever you're watching this is when you need it most, so even though these are daily readings, if you're watching this a year from now, a week from now, or a month from now, you are watching this now because you're most ready to receive it. And with that, always take what resonates and leave the rest. These readings are just for your highest benefit. So if something doesn't feel totally in alignment, it's all good. It's just meant for someone else. So let's dive into the reading today. Today is August. So let's dive into the reading today. Today is Tuesday, August 9th, 2022, and our full moon is on Thursday. So the energies are starting to really become accumulative. Things are coming to the surface. Things are coming to light. We were talking a lot about that. I even left my mica on the table for today for that Hecate energy to start flowing through us. And today, the deck that wanted to speak to us is the Before Tarot by Corinne Kenner, Aeon, and Simona Rossi. And this deck is really cool because it's really about the gift of hindsight, which is really interesting because this is a divination channel. This is tarot, right? Tarot is all about foresight, foresight, foresight. We want to know what happens next. We want to know what happens next. We want to know what happens next. And we always, sometimes we forget how important the gift of hindsight is. Looking back to move forward. Looking back at when we dealt with things before. How did we deal with this in the past so we can deal with it in the future? You know, really entering situations informed, right? And because we've been dealing with a lot of cards about moving forward, starting the new beginnings, and I'm assuming that none of you are like 5 years old watching this, so I'm going to assume that you've had new beginnings in the past, right? And this is a time to really remind yourself of that. Remind yourself of the past and all the good things that happened in the past. So let's just dive into the reading and actually see what the energies are for today. Ooh, okay. Okay, y'all, I'm so excited for this reading, especially if you watched the August 1st reading, because we had 3 of Wands on that reading reversed, and already it's showing up upright, guys. This is so good. I love this. Okay, so the energy overall today is 8 of Swords reversed, and the advice is 3 of Wands upright. I'm so happy to see this with all the energies. Y'all, this is so good. Let's get into the energy overall today. 8 of Swords reversed. 8 of Swords reversed is literally you are now free from mental limitations and blockages and BS, basically. So if we look at the card is this woman is tied up, she's blindfolded, she's being led into this like sword gate cage thing by an executioner. When it's reversed, it's kind of, it's like she's being released, okay? And when we look at the imagery, the swords are not tied together. She can easily like walk out of this like weird fake cage thing, but she's blindfolded and like she can't get out. However, the key though, as we can see, is that her hands though aren't really tied. One hand is in a fist, one hand is open. She's realizing that she can probably easily like unfold these. Essentially, she has been tied and caged by things that aren't really trapping her, but it gave the illusion of entrapment enough for her to not try and get out. Now again, this is reversed though. So you are in the space where you realize like, oh, like I could just like not think like this. Like I don't have to stay in this conditioning. I don't have to continue to live my life this way. I don't have to keep believing this. I'm out. Like I'm good. Like bye. Like I'm not gonna keep feeding into this. That's the energy of today, is you're just not feeding into that negative thought process, that negative energy, that like obsessive OCD mind. Like you're just like, no, I'm not doing this. I know what you are now. I know that you're just my ego. I know that you're trying to just trap me, and I see it, and I'm just not gonna feed into it. And of course, always, if this is something new, there might be some times where you accidentally feed it and you're like, oh no. But with 8 of Swords coming up reversed today, it's really saying that you are on the up and up. It's kind of like you now are in a space of clarity. Now you do see the truth. You do see that, oh, okay, yeah, like every time I did this, this really did bite me in the butt. Like, oh, every time I worry about this thing, like it literally is a waste of time. Or, oh, like this particular thing that I always always thought was something that had something wrong with me is actually like a trauma thing from childhood that I don't have to keep feeding into. So this is all really, really good. So the advice, what to do now that you are free from all this cagement and entrapment in your mind, what do you do now? 3 of Wands upright, okay? So I was speaking about this, that this was kind of the energy over all of August. So energy over all of August was all about checking in with foundations and seeing that if playing small or not taking into account that you have moved into a new space is really what's causing you delays. And essentially, with this energy today, it's basically saying whatever it was has revealed itself of what was causing the delays and what was causing all the foundations to be weird, and now it's time for you to move forward with this new knowledge and really start to expand yourself. Again, this card has the falcon here, okay? The falcon is a war bird. It was used for war and for exploring new lands and for foresight and for messages and communication. This is a really important time for you to receive and give messages. You may receive a message about something, that a question you asked or a message that you sent very soon, or in general you may get confirmation, like for example, like if you are working on a project and you literally need to wait for someone else, you may receive that confirmation and move forward. But in general, there is this hardcore creation energy, specifically with the 3. 3 is basically saying, like, you know, how like 2 people have to come together to create a baby? Like, this is you. It's like your higher self and your earthly self came together and created like your new self, and this is what's moving forward now. Or maybe you found a creative partner and you guys are working together and you created this new thing, or whatever it is. There is this actual real life creative thing that has been created. It's starting to get its footing, and now it's time for you, because you don't have all this trauma brain thought pattern crap going on. Now is the time. Move forward. Go for it. Go to your horizons. Play big. Go bigger than you ever did before. This is a really important time for business and exploring new experiences. Go into the unknown. Go towards adventure. Go towards things that do not reflect your everyday life, because this time is very potent for you. And also, the only reason why you haven't done this in the past is because of these icky thought patterns. And one last thing, because this is a deck very much of like hindsight for foresight type of thing, remember times in the past where you've done this. I'm sure that you have dealt with getting rid of some sort of mental blockage that helped you move forward in the past. This is just another one of those times. So if you can remember a time or recall a time where you already did something like this, that way you can bring yourself more courage and encouragement of like, oh, I already did this. Like, we can do it again. Like, we're going to a bigger thing, and this may be a bigger thing that we're doing, but you know, we've done it before. We're gonna do this again. We got it. So, energy is overall really, really great today. Obviously, you can see that I am like on fire right now with this energy, because I really, really love it. I just love that we are already like, it just confirms to me that, you know, we're moving forward. That's the biggest thing too, is I honestly did not expect to see this card so early in the month. I expect to see this later. So I also want to say that if you have not been feeling like you've been making a lot of forward progress, just know that you're making so much more progress than you actually may realize. Like, your work is going to pay off. Like, and it already is. It already is. So overall, the energy today is really great. It's basically like, live and acknowledge in this new sense of self without all the mental and crap that was holding you back in the past. And now that you don't have that blockage, go forward. Go for it. Move forward. Go after your goals. Go after your dreams. You can do it. You are supported and you are ready. So I hope you all have a beautiful day today. Have fun today. Go after it. Go get it. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.